What's going on there, guys? We back with another one, man. And the first thing we're going to address is Steve Kerr speaking on the status of Draymond Green's return. He gave a timetable. He spoke about Jordan Poole and Draymond Green sitting down. Check out what he had to say.
I'm going to get right to the Draymond situation, and I'll address that, and then we can talk about the game. He is going to come back to practice on Thursday. He's been fined. He will not be suspended. I expect him to play Friday in our last preseason game and on opening night. We have spent the last week in deep discussions with all of our key figures in the organization, including Jordan and Draymond, of course, staff, all of our players, Bob, myself. And I can tell you there have been a lot of conversations, individual, one-on-one discussions, players-only discussions, everything that you can think of, all the different combinations that are possible to have in a conversation. We've had them. It's been an exhaustive process. We feel like we have a great feel for our team. We've got a lot of continuity on this team, so Bob and I know our players extremely well. We feel like this is the best way, after assessing everything, for us to move forward. It's never easy. No matter what decision you make in a situation like this, it's not going to be perfect. This is the biggest crisis that we've ever had since I've been coach here. It's really serious stuff. We're not perfect. Our team isn't perfect. Bob and I have definitely made our share of mistakes over the years, but we're going to lean on the experience that we have together over the last 9 years and trust that this is the best decision for our team. We have a lot of work to do, all of us, players, coaches, Bob in the front office, but we're committed to doing that work together and to making this a really successful season. I'm not going to talk about the fine other than to say he has been fined, but I won't talk about the amount on that, but I'm willing to take any questions at this point.
And Jordan have come together for a conversation with you guys?
Yes.
And was that maybe the biggest conversation within the last, week or whatever?
Been a lot of big ones, but yeah. Jordan obviously had to be involved in this, and the players have been doing a lot of work behind the scenes. Steph has been working like crazy to try to figure out the best way to move forward. So he's been organizing some of these conversations, and Jordan and Draymond got together and had a great discussion that I think will help us move forward. And so after this entire week of everything and just assessing everything, this feels right.
Was that today? That conversation today,
No.
Yesterday?
No,
Okay.
in the last couple of days.
Gotcha.
Patrick Beverley also spoke on the situation, saying that he's not surprised that two teammates fought each other, but he did say that should have never happened. Said that Draymond was pretty much out of line about that, which I'm surprised because Beverley had just left Draymond's podcast. That was the episode he posted the day of the incident. Check out what Bev had to say.
I know the NBA is going through this new media kind of thing.
So is that what I'm a part of now?
I don't know. Do you feel like you're part of it?
I don't know. I'm not out here punching people.
Are we going to get into it right away? You go on a show with Draymond Green on his podcast, and mere hours later, he's punching people. What did you say to him?
I don't know. I didn't say anything to tell him to go punch anybody. I was kind of, the plane flew in late. The original start time for the podcast is 5. We had to start at 5:30 because we got to the hotel pretty late. We had a mandatory dinner at 6:30, so I was trying to cram an hour in. I don't know if it was, because we didn't finish it that made him angry or...
Yeah, he did seem a little bit pissed towards the end of the show that you had to leave or something. Maybe you should have given him the full hour and Jordan Poole would be all right now.
Pretty much that was intense.
I can't believe that video got out.
Yeah.
It doesn't surprise me that two teammates fought each other. And
No,
you could probably...
That's surprising.
It does surprise you?
That should never happen.
At all?
At all.
Really?
No, that should never happen.
Has it ever happened on a team that you've been on?
No. No, not fights. Obviously, like anything, you argue, but fighting, no. I mean, we're professionals. You don't. That's the line you don't cross.
More on this Draymond Green situation, man. I know everybody's getting tired of hearing about it, but I thought this was interesting. I came across this today, a deleted tweet, and it looks like Draymond Green's mother has taken her account down. But this is what she had to say about the altercation Green had with Jordan Poole. That wasn't a sucker punch. Dre didn't aggressively go to Poole. His hands were down. Man to man, you go over to talk to ask what's up. What you say got shoved and reacted. End of story. And so with this take, I feel like this is a take, definitely only a mother could have. To say it wasn't a sucker punch, that's debatable. Because for me personally, at first, I thought it was like a sucker punch. But after watching it several times, I feel like it was more of a weak move than a sucker punch. And by that, I mean, for me to classify it as a sucker punch, I would say that Jordan Poole, if he went over and just punched him before there was any touch or any physical aggression, then, I would say, that was a sucker punch. If he would have just walked over and swung, but he walked over and leaned up on Jordan Poole. Poole pushed back, and then Draymond fired off on him. So I think that's a weak move to hit him like that, especially if he wasn't swinging at you and you were in his space and he pushed you back. You probably, I think Draymond at that point should have probably just grabbed him. You know what I'm saying? Tried to yoke him up or whatever. But he punched him, and hey, the rest is history, right? With Draymond trying to rebuild the relationship with the teammates, with Jordan Poole, I don't think this was good on her part, and probably why she has deleted her Twitter account because of the backlash from that statement and the fact that Draymond is in the process of coming back. Because what is everybody going to think? This is how he really feels. What his mother says is a reflection of how Draymond really feels. And maybe that's not the case. The mom always, she's going to ride with her baby. We saw KD mom when everybody was calling his move to the Golden State Warriors the weakest move by a superstar in NBA history. And we see mothers do this. So this is nothing new. But I think she should have stepped back on this one because Steve Kerr is saying this is the biggest crisis that the team has faced during the run. And also, he did say something about Jordan Poole is going to get paid a whole lot of money in the future by us. Or, so it looks like the organization is riding with Poole. Draymond is on his way back. And I don't know, man. His mom probably should have sat this one out. Let me know what you think. He's supposed to play in the last preseason game. And I think, the main reason that they didn't suspend him long term is because ring night is coming up. And, they wouldn't want him to miss that because Dre has been a part of all the other ceremonies and has had an intricate role. He's had a very important role in winning those championships. So that's why we see him coming back so soon after the altercation. But I also feel like, he would have been back around this time anyway. The only difference is that the footage leaked. That's the only difference. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time. Peace.